Hi, this is Michelle with Pink & Main, and today I'm going to walk you through how to put together our new holiday scene dies. Now this is a giant die. This package is about 8.5 by 11 inches, and it's going to make an adorable box card die, but it's a little different. This one looks kind of like a diorama, you might say. It folds flat and fits in an A2 size envelope. You can fold it either way, and it's going to fit in an A2 size envelope, which is a card that's 4 1/4 by 5.5 when folded flat. So let's get started. For the base of our card, I've cut out of white. You just need one base piece and one of these cornered rectangles, the one with the edge, the pointed edges. Okay, that's going to be our base piece. We have two inner pieces, which are the hillsides. We have some layering pieces that decorate the box. We have a square, rounded corners, these pieces here, and then I've cut out all our little parts and pieces to decorate. The die is going to give you some score lines. You've got one here that's going to be a tab. You've got one here, and same on this side. We're going to fold these inward as such, just like so. And then these tabs also fold inward. Just like that. We're going to add some glue to the top of these tabs, and then we're going to adhere this rectangle right on the front here, and that's the base of the box. Now that I have the front piece glued onto our box to create our box card, I'm going to let that dry. I recommend using either a strong double-sided tape like a score tape or a liquid glue to hold this together so that it's nice and sturdy and will stay together well. So our hillside pieces, we have two different ones so that the hills go in opposite directions. They have a score line on each side, so you have a tab that you're going to fold back, and we're going to do that on each one. Let's fold that back. I've cut this one out of our white ice rink cardstock, which is 110 pound. You can find it on pinkandmain.com. It's a real thick and sturdy cardstock, so this is going to make a nice card base. Now that we have our flaps folded back, I'm going to put some glue on all of the tabs. Now I'm going to take the first hill, and it doesn't matter which one you put where, it's just your preference. I'm going to make the back of, I'm going to kind of lay the end of that tab up against the back of the box, if that makes sense. So I'm going to slide it down, and I'm going to kind of line up the top of that hill with this rounded edge here on the side. And I'm going to do that on each side. We just want the top of the hill on each side to go to the top of that curve on the side of the box. And I'm going to let this dry a minute. I've got this backing piece that's going to go on the back of the box right here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down before I put the other hillside in. I actually probably should have done this before I created the box, but I can still slide it in and glue it down. So you can cut out two of these if you like. You can cut out one to go on this side and one to decorate the back as well if you want. Now we're ready to put in the second hillside. So it's going to go in, and the edge of these tabs right here, these flaps, are going to butt up against that first hill. So we push it in. We want the top edge of each side to correspond with the top of this curve on the side, so that we get 3 distinct areas, just like so. Now I'm going to take our layering pieces and start to decorate the box. I've got this long rectangle here that fits right on the front, within that rectangle on the front. And then we've got some side pieces. Now my outer box is all decorated and put together. You want to make sure at this point that you can fold it flat, get all those creases in it nice and flat, and that way you'll know that everything is straight and will fold flat. And you want to do it both directions. So I fold it this way and I fold it that way, and it's going flat, nice and smooth, so I know that everything is straight inside. Here's all the parts and pieces that the die cuts out to decorate your scene. We've got this big Happy Holidays here that can go right on the front, or if you want it at the back of the box, that would also work. You can put these wherever you like. I've cut mine out of our red sparkle sheets, our glitter cardstock. You can see it die cuts beautifully. We have a little reindeer here. It cuts out 3 sizes of houses, 4 sizes of trees, a little bitty snowman, and it cuts out Santa and his reindeer. So let's start to add these to our box to decorate. So here again is our completed box. I've glued the deer here to the front along with the Happy Holidays. I've put the 4 trees. I put 2 houses in the back, the 2 smaller ones and the 1 bigger one in the front. Here on the snowman, I just kind of colored his hat with a little black marker just so it would stand out a little better. And for the houses, I've added a little yellow piece of cardstock to the back. I had to cut that out with my scissors because the windows will cut out, but I just thought it would be nice to put some yellow cardstock behind them so they look like they've got their lights on. And then I've got Santa across the back, and he's flying through the sky with his reindeer. And now I'm ready to write my message on the back and put this in an envelope and send it off to my loved one. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial of putting together our holiday scene dies. You can check them out at pinkandmane.com. And until we meet again, keep living the creative life.